you like some shitty players to podcast about a game they're not good at?
What's up, DigiDestin? Thank you for listening to the Security Check Digimon TCG podcast. Make sure to join the Cataclysmic Cardboard Discord server via the link in the description. And now, let's jump into the digital world.
What's up, guys? Cardboard Mimic here. This episode of the podcast is just Jordan and Mikey. I wasn't able to attend, and neither was Tani. But they go over the Concord Regional, and I just wanted to leave a couple thoughts. A huge shout out to everybody in the community. This TCG community is amazing. When we started the podcast, the whole idea was being able to get people together from different TCGs and just talk to them. We got to meet up with Demon X Goku, Jay Stewart, who we got to sign his playmat, which was pretty cool. Primitive Kage, Team Demon Lords, Wholehearted and his buddies RT and Kyle. And there were just so many people that had already listened to the podcast. And I want to thank you all personally. It's very surreal that people actually listen to us. Just some shitty players talking about a card game they're not good at. But I want to thank the community and everybody in it, especially the guys and girls over at the Cataclysmic Cardboard Discord server. Thank you guys so much. I can't wait till the next event. Who knows? Maybe the Cataclysmic Gamers will hold an IRL event. But anyway, I'll let you guys get to the episode with Mikey and Jordan. If you don't mind, drop us a review on whatever platform you're listening on, and keep slinging that cardboard.
Hey, we are here.
My chair.
It's just me and Jordan right now.
I'm back.
I know.
Imagine that.
Jordan, you haven't been with us in a while. Been working and everything.
Yeah, Tuesdays went from being a really good day to being the one day a week I can't do anything.
But here we are. We're glad to have you back for sure.
I am glad to be back.
You rejuvenated? We did a thing this past weekend.
Did we?
Had a guys trip, you know?
Oh yeah, we did. We did indeed do that. It was fun.
So if you guys didn't know, if you didn't see us, if you weren't there, me, Jordan, Tiny, and Drew all went to Concord, North Carolina for the North Carolina Regionals this past weekend.
Ooh, we did the thing.
We did do the thing.
We finally went to an in-person event because they finally had an in-person event.
That was pretty close. I mean, four and a half hours is not a terrible drive for an event.
It's not. It's not. We had that thing of originally this event was supposed to be Knoxville.
Yeah.
And that's what spurred the whole, let's go to this regional. And I guess they had some venue complications, so it got moved to Concord.
Yeah.
Which, 4.5 hours is, it's feasible. It's not preferred, but I know a lot of people traveled a lot further.
Oh, well, I mean, some people ask if we flew, and we're like, no, we drove.
We drove.
Jordan drove, actually, all like a trooper. We didn't change drivers. He drove the whole way down there and the whole way back.
Hey, no biggie. I drive for a living. That's what I do.
And guys, let me just paint. I love that, by the way. That is your Digimon from.
Yes, it is my favorite.
It's a neck pillow. You can use it to sleep on your plane rides to your next regional if you want to get one.
Yes, I think I don't know if that one's available anymore. He did a Kudamon, and I'm not sure if there's been one after Kudamon.
Ooh, I gotta get Kudamon.
They did the Monzimon dice bag one. It wasn't a neck pillow, but it was a Monzimon that zipped in the back. That was cute.
Well, they did. Didn't they do a Gabumon deck box too?
They did a plush Gabumon deck box, and I think they did a Terriermon one around the time of the structure deck.
I think those are super cool. I just can't buy one because I know I would destroy it. But I think it comes off. Does it not? I think you can. I'm not for sure, but I thought it could. Someone was saying it. You could clean it.
That would be a must. I feel like, but one of the guys at Locals has the Gabumon one. We might have to take a look at it.
Yeah, we'll have to ask him. Yeah, guys, let's get back to this. Let's imagine this. So, Jordan's an average height, size man, probably on the smaller side, to be honest. Weight and height wise.
I have shorter appendages and a longer torso.
I do too.
It makes buying shirts very difficult.
But I'm about 5'10", 300-pound guy. He who stands alone is like a 6'8" man. Not small of stature. That's why we nicknamed him Tiny, because he's not. That's a good joke there. And then Cardboard is what, 6'2", 6'3", tall, lanky feller.
Yes.
And I drew the short stick because Jordan's driving. Drew can't ride behind Tiny, so I'm the only one that can ride behind Tiny. And let me tell you, boys, that was a squeeze for me. I am not, like I said, I'm a large, hefty man.
I mean, Tiny had the seat all the way back, and his knees were still in.
Yeah, I know.
The dashboard.
Hitting the air vents.
Yeah,
well, it was. See, that's what we were debating when we was going to drive. Is Tiny has the car he has because it's big for him. It's like not all of us can drive Buicks.
True.
But yeah, so it was, needless to say, a fun 4-hour car ride. It really was. I wasn't that cramped. Like I said, I have small legs, so it wasn't too bad. But we got there. We actually shared an Airbnb with our buddies Daniel, RT, and we got to meet a new friend, Kyle.
I was about to say, I am terrible with names, so I apologize in advance.
Yeah, so we got an Airbnb from this sweet little old lady, and it was actually awesome. I think that was one of the coolest parts of the trip, was being so close to the venue, having somewhere decent to sleep. I had the best, sadly.
I mean, I'm comfortable wherever, so I tried to pick I'm not going to say the worst spot, because I wasn't uncomfortable, but I chose the smaller of the couches. It did fold out. I chose not to fold it out. For some reason, I sleep better on a couch. It's probably because, like, my whole youth, I had a futon. So I'm used to having something along my back. So, like, I sleep better on a couch than I do a traditional bed. You'll have to ignore me. I'm currently getting Jessmond on DCGO.
I was wondering. We'll talk about that in a minute too.
It is my fault because I am playing Hunters.
Oh, listen, but yeah. So the Airbnb was fun. It was awesome hanging out with the guys. Now, granted, the night before I was pretty drained. We didn't get there till almost 9:15. Went to bed around what, 11:30.
Yeah, it might have been later than that.
I know we got tied up talking to Wholehearted because him showing his art and stuff. Oh,
I mean, talking to somebody online, is fun, but it's just you can't beat that in person.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he showed us some amazing art he'd been working on. Definitely some really nice mats in the pipeline. Yeah.
I'm
Can't
pumped.
wait.
Tattoo's coming, Daniel. You hear me? We're gonna mock something up and finish this half sleeve here. Yeah, the next day, I don't know. I just love the energy at the venue. I loved it. There's a lot of people there, but did it feel kind of small? Like, I felt like we got to meet so many people, really.
So the venue was quite large. That wall was a false wall. There was something going on, like they split the room.
Oh, okay.
But granted, the portion they did a lot to us, because we had God, there was 2 Dragon Ball events going on, right? They had Masters
Yes.
and Fusion World on top of Digimon.
300 and something for Fusion, like 100 and something for Masters, and then I think we ended up being 250 something or 260 something for Digimon. So a lot of us in that hall.
Yes. There was indeed a lot of us in that hall.
Okay,
which was
so
fun.
I
mean, it
guess,
just shows people will come out for Bandai. I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh.
But I mean, like, even Dragon Ball, like, I didn't know
Yeah.
they were still doing Masters. I thought Fusion World killed the old one. So to see a turnout for Masters on top of a turnout for the newest Dragon Ball, because they just dropped set 2, right?
Yes.
Was set 2 legal? Yeah. So.
Yes. You could buy your product there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess my comparison was to Atlanta, because that was once again a big one, and we were separated because Dragon Ball Super was almost a whole insert table away. So there was us, but there didn't seem to be as many vendors. There wasn't a ton of vendors here, but having those, what was it, four different vendors, that was pretty cool. Buying cards, products, sleeves, and I guess the experience was really nice. You've been to Pokemon Knoxville Regionals with me, and it's nowhere near as big as that. But with the Pokemon vendors, it seems like a lot more collectibles. With these vendors, it was a lot more like, hey, I got the card you need to finish your deck before 10:30.
Yes. And I mean, Pokemon regionals, they seem so much larger because people will just come spectate.
Yes.
Like it draws in the crowd just because, like you said, collectibles. Larger regionals in larger cities, they set up like temporary like Pokestop, like the Pokemon Center stores. So I mean, they just have all this other attraction around, not just the TCG and VGC. So, but yeah, no, there was like 3 vendors there, and one of them seemed to be pretty much just Dragon Ball, and then 2 of them had a lot of both. I know nothing about Dragon Ball, so I couldn't tell you if I was looking at the new cards or the old cards.
I could have built a deck that day.
But I know,
from their
like,
binder.
Digimon, they had some pretty impressive binders, a lot of like tech choices, a lot of stuff for the main like meta decks, tier 1. It definitely wouldn't have been hard if you had the cash to go in there and either A, build a deck, or C, bling out a deck.
Well, yeah, if you had the cash, I could have blinged out War Greymon. They had all the Chicken Nugget Agumons. They had Agumon X antibodies, full art. So, I mean, yeah, if I had the cash, I could have blinged out my War Greymon deck that day almost.
I don't know what's going on. He just popped like 7 delay cards, and now he's got a board full of stuff.
That's the way it goes. But PPG did very well, I think.
Mm-hmm.
They had waters. They had pizza at the front. Didn't know we could have grabbed the pizza, but the pizza was for anyone to come up and grab a slice, so that was cool.
Cool.
I don't know. It made me feel good, like you said, to see that many people out for both events, and One Piece was going on as well. By the way,
was there a One Piece event?
There was a One Piece event.
I never saw. I guess it started. Did it start late?
I guess because there were people there getting promos.
Okay, I didn't go to that side of the hall.
I thought it was just cool meeting everybody. PPG did really well. All good experience with the judges. Like I said, Atlanta, I didn't have to do that much, but this regional, they were all super friendly. But I mean, man, like my one experience I'm really talking about was where there was an interaction going on between me and my third opponent, and the judge was just walking by, and they came back and they're like, "Oh, wait, okay, stop." And he goes, "For future reference," he goes, "I hate to interrupt." He goes, "For future reference, this and this must occur first." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Like literally just passing by, caught a timing error on my behalf. Talked it over with both of us. Said, "Hey, you okay? You both okay? Is this good? Nothing?" And they're like, "Oh no, he hadn't done anything yet." Blah blah blah. And he's like, "All right, you can go back to it." Like, just, I don't know. That was really nice. Like, what I did didn't really affect the game state. It was just interpretation of when I was using X antibody to swing when digivolving. But I don't know. It was just so cool. Team Demon Lords meeting Primitive, and so many people knowing about the podcast.
That was a little, like, I'm going to stay humble. I know we're not large, but it was kind of surreal to me, just having people, like, we'd just be randomly talking to people, and we'd either hand them a business card or one of us would catch a name, and then they'd be like, wait, are you guys?
It was so cool. We signed that playmat. That was dope.
We did sign a playmat. That was different.
We weren't the only ones to sign it. He was getting, Primitive and a lot of people to sign it too. But
yeah, he wanted content creators,
yeah,
no matter
it was
large,
it was
small.
neat.
It was a good concept he had. He mentioned he was looking to start a podcast. So I wish him the best of luck, and maybe you'll see him on here.
I don't know. It was cool to meet Demon X Goku. He'll be on the pod soon, and didn't know him from Adam because I hadn't seen him or met him. Cardboard had interacted with him some over TikTok, and me and him were in the side event playing for the Win-A-Box, and this is what Jordan's talking about. Jordan handed him a business card after our match was done, and he was done looking at me kind of weird, not weird like it, but something I guess triggered him to be like, hey. And then when he seen the Cataclysmic logo, he was like, wait a minute. And I was like, yes. And he's like, I know you guys. He goes, I talked to Cardboard. I was like, oh, okay. And then it clicked.
Yep.
Devil Goku, Demon X Goku. I was like, oh my God. And I felt like everything was really good. But also congratulations to Team Demon Lords for getting 4 of their team, and they bumped down some. There was 4 in top 32, but by the time all the scores, I think there was 4 in the top 64, which is not shabby at all.
No. No. So 2 of them were on SecCon.
Yes.
I know one of them made it.
KO and Tracy. So
yeah,
we will actually take a looky-loo at that. We're going to go ahead and share the screen here, and this is Eggman events. Eggman was also there, so that was pretty cool. Eggman was indeed there.
Was he playing Dragon Ball or was he playing One Piece?
He was playing Dragon Ball.
I know he was not playing Digimon.
Yeah.
He was not at our table. It's too cool for us.
But yeah, so this is it. Are the top 16 decks. You can see the beautiful pie chart there. Super awesome slices of pie. Just really cool. And here's the top breakdown for the top 16 meta decks. We had 3 Mirage, 2 Leviamon, 2 Set Control, 1 Red Hybrid, 1 BLX, 1 Gabu Bond. We see you there, Primitive. 1 Blue Flare, 1 Royal Knights, 1 Belphamon, 1 Yellow Vaccine, 1 Numemon, and 1 Armor. What?
Right.
Armor before Magnamon? Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think I'm most impressed, which I'm not surprised to see Gabu Bond just because of who the pilot was. Like, he is passionate about that deck, and ins and outs, man. If you know your deck, you can take it all the way. I'm impressed to see Blue. Yeah, I shouldn't be impressed to see Blue Flare. It is a really strong stun deck, but I'm impressed to see Blue Flare in there. Mirage was everywhere.
He was, but then again, you got to think about it. He might have been everywhere, but he wasn't everywhere enough out of the 260-ish people.
Right.
So,
all those people are just like me. They took Mirage last minute and just scrubbed out.
Could have been. But we'll run over these placings here. We'll go through the top 16 because we might do a later video over the top 32 decks, just a quick rundown of all the decks. Because shout out to Wholehearted. He did make it. Wasn't he in the top 32? Yeah, didn't he place
22nd?
22nd, yeah. 22nd. Good job, Wholehearted.
Again.
Woo!
SecCon.
Hey, aggressive SetCon because he won 3
Aggressive.
matches. He didn't tie all of his matches. He won 3. So, but let's go ahead and we'll break this down. We've got first place, Juan Adolfo. Sorry, Lopez. If I butcher your name, I'm sorry. Red Hybrid. Very cool. 7-0. Second place, 601. We had Josh Stallworth with Leviamon. Kevin Yee with Mirage. Fourth, Peyton Cooper with Bales X. And then our boy Primitive with Gabubon in fifth. That was his only loss, was actually to Red Hybrid. Was to the winner of the event. So that's it's impressive.
I think if your only lost is the undefeated, then you're doing pretty good.
Oh yeah. Then we got Sam Salazar with Leviamon. Alan Jones with Blue Flare. Definitely want to take a look at your deck. Sanshiro Sony Royal Knights. Cool. Love to see it. And then Brody Eastwood in 9th with Belfamon. 10th, Corey Poff with Yellow Vaccine, which I'm building right now. No, I don't know. I would like to look at his, but 11th, Drew Sana with Mirage. 12th, Denny Valentine with Numamon. Numamon was everywhere. I did see a lot of Numamon. 13th place was Stephen Hunter with Mirage. And now here's where it comes good. 5-1-1s. 14th place, Mason Klessel was Set Control. 15th place, Tracy Wilson. Yeah, Team Demon Lords there. Good shout out to old Tracy, bringing the energy with Set Control. And then 16th place is Nicholas Sampson with Armor, which I'm kind of glad to see, because we talked about that in the podcast before regionals, that we might see Armor even without the new Magna, just because it is a very aggressive deck with Uko in there. But let's go ahead and take a look. And what decks do you want to look at, Jordan?
Let's go ahead and dig into that undefeated Red Hybrid.
All right.
You'll have to take this.
I don't know why it does that.
I am not a Red Hybrid player.
Is it here?
Oh, I'm not familiar with this site.
Oh, me neither. I don't know how to do this. I don't know what this keeps doing. I don't know if I'm on the right thing for Eggman events. Let me see if I can get this up and going. We're just going to check out his YouTube channel. It was kind of neat seeing Eggman there, though, for sure. Foul show.
I'm getting cooked.
You're getting cooked. Who are you playing right now?
I thought I came back.
Did you?
I did. I mean, I may still come back. We just tucked his GX under a Sister Mont Blanc.
Oh, yeah, you're playing freaking gross. Get out of here, gross.
Which was his only Royal Knight / Huck, whatever. So all of his Sister Mont just lost blocker. I think I win.
While I'm trying to find this, shout out to DCGO. If you would like to go download it, it's pretty cool. There was 252 players, by the way. 252. And I don't know why I can't get this deck to load. I've never seen this before.
Okay, we did it. You now have my undivided attention. I had started that before we really started casting. And I was determined I was not going to surrender.
I don't know what's going on here. I can't get these to work.
Let me see here. Is that Eggman Events? Is that what we're looking at?
Yeah.
Digimon. Well, I can't get the website to load, so it might not be an issue on your end. There we go. All right. BT15 events.
Yeah, and see if you can just share it. Because I couldn't get it to load. I would go to the deck list.
Okay.
You should be able to click share down at the bottom, I do believe. Aha!
All right. So.
Now see if you can click on that red hybrid deck.
It's opening it in a new tab instead of changing my current tab. Share. Screen.
Well, at least you could get it to open.
Share. Aha.
There we go. Sweet.
This is not the deck. This is... Oh, no, that's okay. It's on the side. How do I? Is there not a zoom? Can I not just show the deck without showing the cards? View deck. Okay, here we go.
There we go.
All
Right.
right. So, again, I'm not familiar with this deck. I mean, other than it's just a Dread Hybrid, it's Rush. I know they're really benefiting off the Ukomon package.
Who's not benefiting off Ukomon, guys? Who isn't?
True.
If
True.
If you want to rush, you run Uko and Louis. How many Louis is he running?
2. He's got a 4-2 split, so he's got 4
Okay.
Uko, 2 Louis.
Oh, he's running the Trident guy. I like it. Trident guy.
One opponent's Digimon with highest DP. If a Digimon 1300 DP or more is deleted by this effect, trash the top. Okay.
That's actually something
that's a very red card.
That's a very victory War Greymon
win
card
more
there.
card. Yeah, well, we'll just say
Yeah.
win more card.
I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, I'm glad to me, I guess that's a spice. But yeah, 2 Crimson Blaze for the Numamon, Commandramons, and various spammy decks. And then same old. Atomic Inferno you and pound you into oblivion. But yeah. Well, sadly, I mean, there's not much more to talk about on that deck.
No.
Like I said, Trident guy is cool. I don't know if people started running that or if that is a him thing. Going with the Koromon when security is removed to draw 1 over the Yokomon, which I guess he is removing security quite a bit due to his aggression from his early checks, probably.
Yeah, I was about to say, this. Yeah. When cards move from opponent's security stack, draw 1. I feel like with a deck of this style, you're going to benefit from that more than the on deletion from the Yoko. But yeah. I guess if you're swinging little bodies in early, you get to draw off the Yoko. But I mean, if your stuff lives, Koromon's going to net you more value by the end.
Yeah, for sure. I do agree. Which, if you're Atomic Infernoing somebody, you probably will live pretty much. I do like seeing the Trident guy, but pretty much red hybrid, ladies and gentlemen.
Standard red hybrid, yep. You got Omni for game. Big bad boy himself.
It's just so nasty right there. Actually, what makes this whole deck tick that you don't have to run ADP anymore is Aldemon. Aldemon says, nope, screw your security. It's such a good card. Gives plus 4,000. So makes you 12k himself. And then you Digivolve Emperor Grey on top of that, or when you're building your stack with Takuya. Nasty.
So, do we think any of this will transfer over into the new direction of Red Hybrid we're getting later on with the multiple colors?
We'll have to see, because just looking from what cards we have with the new hybrid stuff, it seems to be going to where we're going to have a lot of people are hoping for Susanamon to be eventually released to where we have a true just hybrid deck, and you can run as many pieces as you want. Everything's a hybrid, and you just Susano, and you can build it whatever color you want. It's almost like it's trying to absorb all the identities, all the colors: red, purple, yellow, green, blue. So I mean, it's pretty much got every color in it. So
it's our second place. Mirage? No, Levia was second. This is third place, Mirage. Oops, I skipped one. And alrighty, so
Mirage, baby. I don't know. Yep, Betamon? Does everybody run Betamon? I'm assuming for the jamming.
Yes. Yeah. So Buko took the hit. Beta's carrying the slack. Now that we're in 16, we get to drop the betas to increase our Goma count. But we get a Galgamon in 16 that has inherit jamming. So we drop the beta for the Galga and we up our Goma count because source stripping is going to be really big in this upcoming meta. But I want to say similar to my list. Let's see here. I'm maxed out on Mem Boost and trainings. He's running one more arrow. I feel like I should have ran an extra arrow. There's a few turns I had that I was one short. Might have helped on my draws.
Yeah, man.
Maybe not.
Yeah, come on, dog. Sec check, baby. Let's go. Get that aggression in there. Anyway, I see +1 security on a card, I want to slap it in.
Yeah. I
Offensive plug-in, slap it in there.
This is a change I need to make. Because I was running the Evade Mirage, and I'm not gonna lie, there is not one point out of the 3-4 rounds I played where I drew the Evade Mirage and didn't just sigh. Yeah. Granted, this guy's not as, obviously this is the one you want to see all day long. This is your baby.
Mm-hmm.
But, unblockable comes in pretty handy, especially going into 16 now. They can't block us with Magna X. But very similar, gain 1 memory for every 4 cards in your opponent's hand. Not as explosive as the other Mirage, but still a good play. Gain a bunch of memory. You're unblockable. Depending on how your effects go, you can get a swing in with the Mirage unsuspend before you burst mode. Depends on the game state. But I like this list. Definitely see some things that I would do different with my deck going forward.
Is he bringing some blue Mem Boost over here to the right? I can't see. I see the eggs, but I can't really see the rest of the.
Okay.
I don't know if you can scoot that over or.
Yeah, I don't know. When I'm looking, I can see everything.
You
see where my mouse is?
No, but that's just me. That could just be on the screen sharing.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because when I look at my screen share, I see my full monitor. But yeah. We have 4 training, 3 Mem Boosts. And then I guess if the Mem Boost is cut off, you don't see the 3 of this Galgamon.
Nope.
No. It just is don't have a tamer, play your tamer. DP boost if your opponent has 8 or more. I really liked seeing this Galgamon more than the other one, obviously, because memory gain. But even this when Digivolving bounce to level 3, I did that quite a bit. It really helped. I played Terriermon in the side event, played against Terriermon in the side event, so being able to bounce that level 3 was really nice.
Yay.
I think I did it a couple times against my Beelzemon matchup, just bouncing random stuff. I mean, board clear.
Beelzemon.
With all the on-deletion effects floating around, it's nice to be able to bounce stuff instead of deleting it. Cough, Numamon, which I did not see a Numamon player all day.
Free War Greymon.
Which I say all day as if I played more than 3 rounds. I went into round 4 with 2 draws and a loss. So
you should have kept playing.
I should have. I probably could have done better, or finished in a part where I could have got. I didn't know the prizing structure, and that's on me. They started calling for the side event around round 4, so I was like, "Hey, we'll go try to win a box.
Go play with my homies."
Yeah, just hang out and chill. And
yeah, we all scrubbed out. We went X3, and I'm not even going to say it like I won any. I went 0-3, guys. I scrubbed and went went and played side events.
I mean, it was a good experience. You also got to consider we did no preparation for this event, or at least I did.
That's why I took War Grey.
That's why I decided Mirage last minute, because what little playing I did with Mirage. I was gung-ho on Luga, and every time I got to play Luga at locals, like months ago, it just never performed for me. I'm still convinced I'm too smooth-brained for that deck. No ridges, no bumps, just smooth. So I was like, we'll go with another similar strategy, OTK strategy, that significantly less thinking required.
I don't like that. Strip its sources. I don't like that. Bounce it to your hand. You got 8 cards in hand? All right, die.
Yeah. I definitely need to pick up 2 more Zudo Aces.
You only ran one?
I ran 2.
Oh yeah.
I ran 2. But
He's
going
only running
forward,
3, but I think
but
4
going
is.
forward, this guy's going to be a 4 of. We're going to be on 4 of Goma. We're going to be 4 of Zudo.
That's why I need Greymon.
Definitely bumping this card back up to 2. I was running on 1. And I'm not going to lie, when I'm staring down a stack and I flip this guy over on a reveal off of a Mim Boost or the Searcher Galmon, it feels really bad because no matter what they hit in security, you got nothing.
Yeah, not having sec bombs is really rough
seeing
for
this go to
sure.
bottom really hurt me. Alrighty, let's swap over to this Levia deck. I don't think I can talk about Leviamon. I don't know a whole lot about it.
Big Gator go chomp chomp.
I think other than it digivolves from trash.
And goes
and
chomp
deletes.
chomp.
Double deletes. Let me rephrase that.
Crushing blade.
As a want to be, I'd love Machine Dramon to be good again, but as the Machine Dramon player that I once was, Crushing Bite sucks.
Not for me.
Not for you, huh? View deck. Let me see if I can zoom out a little bit. Is that changing?
Yeah, yes. There we
go.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
hey,
yeah,
I'm
baby. I'm
learning how to use the internet, boys.
There we go. Yeah,
should have heard now.
Should have heard Drew talking to me about getting in Riverside. Log out of your Spotify, you boomer. It's like I don't wanna. Just want to be able to log in, but
so all I'm seeing is some pretty standard purple shenanigans. Why is this guy gotta be so expensive? Other than the fact that he's just busted.
Yep.
Does everything.
Everybody has 4 of in the DCGO though.
Right, yeah. Everybody has 4 of them.
You want to run a $40 card? Don't worry. You want to run 3 Shine Rune Mode for $200?
Oh man. Did anyone match up against Levia out of us?
No, none of us matched up against Levia.
I have only ever played against Levia once. It was at a win-a-case at locals, and I was playing Davis, and that was pretty rough because I guess all of their stuff is based around playing level 4s out of your trash and deleting them, and I don't run level 4s, so it shuts off a lot of their options.
Haha. I still don't know how I feel about Protoform. I think it is cool. I think it is a neat card. Especially for its inherited effect. Just that extra protection, kind of cool. That to me is its main thing. The top part helps a lot. Because you get to reduce its cost by 1. So for a lot of things, did you evolve for nothing or did you evolve for 1, depending? So yeah, it's not too bad.
I'm coming around to Protoform too. Just playing it as a one of in Luga. It's nice.
It's just when you're playing a deck that swings a lot. Mm-hmm. I feel like the old X antibody seems to give a little more oomph. But that's mainly coming from my War Greymon plays.
I never played any of the X antibody decks that actually played the X antibody option, so cannot relate.
Great card.
Great card.
Great card.
Right. So let's see here. Yeah, we got I don't know what I'm looking at here. I don't play purple. I don't play purple.
It just does stuff. It trashes. It security blocks. You got your Goblimon, your Rarebon. You got some Rush with Rush Guillemon there at 1 of. I mean, I don't see this is where it's hard for me to talk about this deck because I care nothing about this deck. So I have no interest in it.
Like this deck, and I'm one for saying it. Like this was when this deck released, when we finally got this. This was going to be the big bad of the format. Like, what were we going to do against the evil X alligator? And then I feel like the deck, I don't know, get overshadowed, but just kind of fell out of favor. Like, I know the people that play it love it, but like this went from being the, like going into 16, everybody's like, oh no, Magna X. Like going into Animal Coliseum and BT15, this was the Magna X. I feel like this is what everybody was scared of.
I think it's a lot like me. When you have bad experiences with a deck, you just don't want to play it. So if you build this deck, give it a few run throughs, and you suck with it, or you have bad matchups, or you just have a bad time with it, you don't want to play it anymore. You really have to want to play a deck in order to stick with it and play the test enough to actually tweak it. All right, get the gator out of here. Tired of looking at purple. Tired of looking at a $90 rune mode. Okay. Stonks if you have one of those. Money in the bank. Sell it. Buy your net. Listen, if someone out there has 4 rune modes, you're almost to a case. Halfway to a case, baby. If you got alt arts, you're definitely to a case.
Let's go into, is this 4th place? 4th place, Peyton Cooper. Peyton is a newer member to our Discord, so I'd like to say welcome. Thank you for joining and talking with us. We look forward to having you in the community. More purple, yeah. You guys are starting to outnumber us, so we need to do some stuff here. We need to change some things.
Bunch of trash pandas out here.
So here we go. You see everything?
Yep.
Alrighty, so he got 4th with Beelzemon X. Again, I don't play a lot of purple. Can't really talk about this deck. I know the strategy. Obviously, mill everything.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you about this deck. So Drew made me rage last night. I mean, almost punch my monitor, guys. Remember that in the last podcast where I was like, keep it cool, don't lose your composure. This man had 16 cards in trash, drew into like 3 of the Impmon there at the front, the starter deck Impmons that when you attack, you can digivolve into Beelzemon. If you have 20 more cards in trash, you can warp. He didn't warp with it, don't worry, because he was able to mill enough cards to where he had a Beelzemon in his trash, swung with a Balmon. It deleted, of course. Now, this is his first time, as far as I know, ever playing Beelzemon. So he trashes his top 3 cards, trashes Beelzemon, the first one there. Which one's that one beat?
That is EX2.
EX2. So he trashes it, of course. Right? Trashes it. Okay. When Balmon dies, he's able to play it. Only 17 cards in security, right? So he gets this playoff, then is able to go into Beelzemon X Antibody. And I was like, okay, all right. Could this game favor you anymore? And then, don't worry, he has Blast Mode. And I'm like, game over, GG. Literally got 2 Rivals Barrage, and I was like, okay, I can do this. I can get back. 7 full cluster on security check. First one. Oh, yeah. But I raged. But enough about that. This is, if I have to play a purple deck, this is one of my go-tos. This is one of my favorites. I think this deck is super fun to play. And the key is when and when not to mill. A lot of your effects are you may mill. So many new players, when they first play this deck, will mill themselves out or put themselves in a bind to find their pieces. Remember, you want to get to 20 fast, but you really don't want to go any higher. So the big thing here is getting your Impmons out, your one of Impmons. Okay.
Is this the one of you guys is limited, isn't he? Or am I mistaken?
And we're back.
Sorry for the brief intermission.
Yeah. Hopefully Riverside and Drew will work their magic and splashes together. But I had to go pick up my daughter. She was at a friend's house, and she doesn't like storms, so she wanted to be home with mom and dad.
They're not wrong with that.
Yeah. So he's basically talking about Beelzemon. And I was talking about how a lot of newer players to the deck mill themselves out. They mill too much when really you just have to know what you want to do, and that is get your starter deck Beelzemon. And
is this one.
Yep. You basically want to get him out because you trash top 4 cards. For every 10 cards in your trash, when a card is trashed from the deck, you get Sec +1. So, yes.
I played against Beelzemon round 1. We ended in a draw.
Which is impressive.
I took game 1. Game 2 was a grinder. It came down to I was short by 1 attack. And I looked at him. I think he had a Wizardmon or an Entmon in raising. And I ended my turn, and he chose to push out. So I knew he had some sort of a combo coming. And I just looked at him. He had his graveyard set up. I was like, show me blast mode. And he goes, yeah, I got it. I was like, all right, cool. Game 3.
Yeah.
I was like, show me blast mode. And he's like, yeah, I got it. I was like, okay.
Because you're gonna Digivolve, swing, gain a bunch of memory, and then blast mode, trash.
Yeah, he played the whole combo out. Like, I mean, he's like, I think I got it. I was like, because I asked him, I was like, when he pushed out, I was like, you got this? He goes, I think so. I was like, show me blast mode. He goes, yep. I was like, okay. And he did the whole combo. Man, he hit everything. It was beautiful.
So what's awesome, when the deck goes off, it goes off. So this is what we talked about a bunch. Don't give up on a deck just because it's not the new hotness. You can still do well. So, I mean, just play your deck. And
I've been playing Hunters on DCGO, so, you know.
Still a strong deck. Still one of the cheapest decks you can buy.
I like Digicrossing. It's fun.
Yep. Congratulations to 4th place, and welcome to our Discord.
Yes.
Glad to see Beelzemon still topping events. I don't know about his personal deck, but it would be cool if he got some of those binder, those special those promo.
Oh, the Tamer.
The
kits?
the binder.
No,
set.
It was a binder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beelzemon got a binder set. Yeah.
Very gorgeous arts.
It was actually a cool binder, unlike the Royal Knight one.
That PPG had a couple of that they were just holding cards in.
Yeah. 3-ring binder, but 3-ring binder. All right. This is Kage himself. We have Gabumon. I did not know he was playing this. I was listening to some people talk on my way to work this morning, and they were talking about how offensive plug-in A. I was like,
okay. Nothing against Kage at all. Primitive seemed super chill, super fun dude. Would love to have him on the podcast. However, offensive plugin has been a thing for a very long time.
I never played Gabumon, nor did I ever play it against. Actually, I played. You played it against me, I think.
Yes, but I didn't have Ukos. Basically,
this was before Ukos, so you know.
Yeah. So if you had to say half power, I run everything in this deck. Sadly, minus I have Foxfire now, but I didn't have Zudo, Uko, Louis, or the new Foxfire is great. Read that card.
I was about to say, I don't think I've ever read this card. Okay. Oh, wow. So is that a double bounce?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. This is the spice, I hear. I think someone was showing me their blue flare deck, and it was running one of these.
Yep. It's a great card. It literally gets rid of, like 3 things. It's a very, very good card. Evade 3 of your opponent's Digimon and Tamers can't suspend. Yeah.
And once per turn, when suspended, unsuspend it.
Yep. It's a great game closer.
What is this?
What is what?
Trash. Oh,
yeah.
Any one Digivolution card of your opponent's. Then turn one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon. No. Okay.
Yeah.
But he was all the cooking.
Well, because think about it. This is some of his spicy tech, and look what it does. If you're swinging with that, because That's the thing. You throw out your Agumons, your Ukos, and then no one's caring to just hard drop a Zudomones
Oh yeah,
at
no.
all.
I hard dropped him.
Because that's the way it works in the deck. Yeah. And then you got to think of it. This, goes in tandem with Sora and Joe. If you're able to strip sources on like a level 6 or 5 or something, you can bounce it back to hand. Or if there's no sources, you're gaining memory. All kinds of memory. So, Zudo is a good card. Uh-oh. Jordan, did I lose you? Jordan? Did I lose him? Nope. He's still here. Oh, no, he is not. Hang on.
Lines, and that's why, or what?
Tennessee weather, baby. That's fine.
Yeah. It is what it is. Alrighty, where were we at? We're on Gabubon. Man,
Primitives Gabuban. Uko Rush.
I mean,
Pull up Uko. Pull up Uko so we can read it because some people may not be familiar with Uko, plus you can't see it. So we're going to go into some detail for our listeners out there. So Ukomon, if you haven't seen him, is a play cost of 3 Digivolve for 0 on anything. 2 KDP, and your turn, once per turn, when one of your Digimon moves from the breeding area to the battle area, you can hatch in breeding, then gain a memory. In this deck, why this works so awesome with Gabubon is if you have a mat out in play, you raise a Gabumon from raising, you gain a memory, draw a card, and then if Uko's on the field, you literally hatch, gain a memory. So you gain 2 memory, draw a card, hatch, Digivolve again. You can Digivolve an Uko. It just makes the deck so fast. And then Louis in tandem, I'm pretty sure, does kind of the same thing. When you, so you may move level 3,
play.
from the breeding area. So Uko and Louis work like Mimi, in a sense. Mimi Willis kind of going on here. One of your Digimon moves from the breeding area, suspend him to gain a memory. So just memory out the wazoo. You got 2 mats, a Louis, an Ukomon. Buddy, you're just climbing up through there. Just climbing on up. Don't worry about it. You're done swinging with your Gabumon. You're done playing them. Some people still run Drabumon, which is the on-play draw 1. To me, the new Gabumon is great. Probably the best for this. You can gains blocker until the end of your opponent's turn. Then you have a tamer with mat, you draw 1. So literally just having him out, and then his inherited effect, draw 1 card when attacking. Cool.
Look at him.
Nasty.
Look at him in the back there. He naked.
Naked boy. Yeah, because look who stole his clothes.
He naked.
Got a bandit there.
All right. Yeah. But
yeah.
Big congrats to Primitive for taking Gabubon.
That's what makes it cool, is seeing Gabubon, man. Still one of the scariest bonds out there. Think it is better than Agumon, for sure. The new one, however, I think the new Agumon is going to be some spicy tech we might want to start running in Wargreymon. Just saying. But, yeah. Congratulations, Primitive, on taking the blue boy to the top.
Yes. Alrighty, and this is Mr. Tracy.
Yep, we're skipping down a little bit because we want to talk about a friend of ours that plays on Team Demon Lords. Mm-hmm. And look at this deck.
And I guess him and Kage were having quite a rivalry at this event. That was very fun. Entertaining to watch. Yep. Would have loved to have saw these guys on the stage together. And that would have been a fun stream match.
Yeah. I think Tracy's got a little little more ammo in here since he did make it top 16. So,
Yeah. Can't say that was expecting this to be here.
why?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I get it.
It's nice.
I just
Hard play
I
at
guess
strip sources.
I guess the set cons I kept playing. I mean, it was they were maxing out on Magna. They were
This is pure security control right here. This is
yeah.
I am not killing you. I'm waiting for. This is definitely a reactive deck.
This is I'm going to watch you draw every card in your deck.
Yeah.
Which spoiler alert, they had the spicy sleeves while piloting this. Did you see those?
It was so guys. He ran a Uno card. You know the ones you can ride on.
The wild.
Yeah. The wild Uno cards you can ride on. It said deck out. So yeah. I don't know if KO ran these or not, but either way,
he did. He ran the same sleeves. This card I got to experience firsthand.
Digimon Emperor, great card.
Yep. But yeah, no. I hadn't looked at Tracy's build.
He doesn't run X program.
I played 2 SetCon and I never saw one play an X program. Whether they had them or not, could not tell you. Also didn't see a Mimi get played at all. Saw this card a lot. Saw a lot of the Magnamon, double Magnamons, Hellscythe. Can't say that I ever got, Schwarz-Lersatz.
What?
Pardon me, I'm not German.
Schwarz-Lersatz.
Yeah, see. Yeah.
I've had a lot of experience hearing that card slammed
on me.
I
never got Shadow Seraphic either. All the SetCon players I went against, it was Venusmon, which is probably
I like
better
his
against me anyways.
What's his name there? The blue yellow Azulongmon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, super cool. Tech choice to have in here.
So I think going forward after 16, I think Azulongmon gets replaced with Valk.
Valkyrie.
Mini ruin mode himself or herself.
Super cool card.
Yep.
Chase card for most people, especially that cool alt art. But yeah, this is a deck, guys. I know nobody wants to talk about it. It's the elephant in the room because if we keep talking about it, people will keep playing it.
It'll never go away. To be fair, it's never going away, no matter what.
Because
you can't kill this deck unless you hit multiple things, and there'll be so much other stuff dying in the crossfire that it's just not worth it. This is the necessary evil we have to live with.
But like people say, there are still huge counters to this deck. You can play around it. Well, I mean, Hybrid has Aldamon built in, or Greymon has built-in protection with Yuya. And sometimes you can just outpace them. You know what? Trash my security. Like Yellow Vaccine sometimes. You can go ahead and Digivolve on board, de-Digivolve, I'll have something else to play. You just can't play the long game with SetCon. They will win.
Love how far we have came. BT1 6 just recover 1. Okay.
Yeah, and then we got Magnamon.
Yeah, 7
Ace.
Just recover 1, and then you look at Magnamon Ace. Blast, Force, Overflow, on play, win Digi, recover.
And don't forget, it minuses 1,000 for every security in your. So I mean, with SetCon, you've seen it. I mean, me and Daniel played, and we had 8-9 security. You hard drop a Magnamon, it's like 9,000. Revelation of Light, Celestial Arrow. Oh yeah, you die. Okay.
Yeah. I got to learn read cards, people. I had no idea what this card did. So obviously got played against this a lot. Also, if this is just a PSA, I did not have any issues with this, but this security effect, once they play this for 4, even after this goes on top of their security, if you ask them what this card did, even though it's already face down on their security, they have to tell you that is public game knowledge.
Yep.
And just because you didn't catch it before they put it on their security does not mean they do not have to disclose that information. This card was revealed, it was played, and then it was put in the security. Therefore, since it was face up, played, all the text was shown, this is considered public knowledge. If you did not know what a security effect was or needed a reminder, your opponent does have to disclose that information to you.
It's not like your hand. That's
It is not like your
non-public
hand.
knowledge.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
I mean, technically, you don't have to reveal anything that's in your hand. So,
I never had an issue with that. No one at our locals plays SecCon, so I hadn't had any experience playing against SecCon since BT15. So I didn't know what the security effect was. They played it. It went to security. I was like, I'm gonna hit it. I have to swing. So it's gonna go off no matter what I do. But it's like, what is about to happen when I swing into your security? But yeah, I mean, it's public knowledge. Don't let anyone try to say, well, it's already face down. You should have read it. It's not that.
You better get used to seeing that card, Jordan, because that card in this deck is way worse than most because you run 6 Karis, and it's just a Kari tamer, period. So if does get trashed, the main effect does pop, and its main effect lets you play a level 4 or lower Digimon from your security onto the field without playing its cost. Then you shuffle your security stack. If you have Kari, this goes back on top of your security stack. So this will be the next thing you hit. Yellow Vaccine players, Mastimon players. You're going to see a lot of this card going forward just because it's too good. Celestial Magnadramon, I think, will be a deck we'll see here very soon. Someone will come out of the woodworks with Magnadramon in the US, I do believe. So yeah, good card. You want to hear a sick combo?
Go for it.
So you have that Kari, the yellow Kari out.
Mm-hmm. This one?
You Celestial Arrow. Okay. So Celestial Arrow minus is 6,000 DP to something. Trash is the top card of security. Okay. For 5. When a card is trashed, you minus 6,000 to something. So you hit Revelation of Light, you trash it. Its effect goes off because when it's trashed, its main effect, you play a level 4. Kari's on the field, it goes back into security. And then they swing security. And boom. You can literally kill the whole board in like one small little wave of just toxic filth. And it's just... So, at one point playing Yellow Vaccine, I had 3 of these in my security. So, it was like the guy's like, I just hate you. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to counter minus 15 KDP.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a Wyvern's Breath. A board-wide Wyvern's Breath, right? Is it all Digimon? Yeah.
Yes.
Let's hit 3 of these in security and just blanket.
And security... And it affects their security Digimon as well. So, I mean, it's just a gross card. So, if you had buffs, this can take out a War Greymon. Like, if they swing for 3 checks, and they're like, okay, next turn I got game. If they don't have Blitz Omni, guess what? When his DP bumps back down for his turn, deletes him off the board, baby. Gone. Blanket effects. It's gross. So, yeah, congratulations to Tracy, all of Team Demon Lords. Everybody we got to meet, it was so cool. I loved it. I loved it. I don't think there was a single person I didn't enjoy meeting there. So, yeah.
Sorry, Eggman. I'm not turning off ad blocker.
I love it. So, good regionals. Hopefully we'll get more. Some cool cards. And it's not going to change. If you look at the last several regionals, it's a very wide pie chart, man. More people are coming to the game, playing what they want to play.
I'm just curious to what all changes next week.
We'll see. I think we'll actually see more Yellow Vaccine, more Magnadramon.
I mean, we're definitely going to see more Magnadramon. I don't think Yellow's going anywhere. I think we'll see, which we're already seeing, a dip in Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Numemon gets stronger with the new aces, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately. I'm probably about to start playing that deck myself.
I was about to say, Numemon's a fun deck. Period.
Numemon gets stronger with the new aces. We get Valk. They can also play Vike if they want to.
Mhm.
But I mean, Valk Ace is really good. I don't think Mirage is going anywhere. We might see a dip in Luga. I mean, it gets some new pieces, but
Will we?
I think with all the new aces, I mean, there's just a lot that is going to really. Let me rephrase this. I don't think Lugamon can beat Magnamon.
I haven't played Luga enough to really think about it.
Which, to be fair, I don't know a lot that can beat Magnamon unless you just get them in between their immunity. But
I think that's the reason Yellow Vaccine's going to see an uptake, since it is a similar pacing deck as Armor Rush. I think that's how they're just going to wipe it out before it goes.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter if you Armor Purge, DP reduction is still DP reduction at the end of the day. So you Armor Purge from an 8k body down to, Seraphi swings. Well, you're going to die anyway because it's minus 7,000 DP. As long as Yellow and them don't get a card that somehow gives them Raid.
Speaking of Raid, Raid is a very good out to Magnamon because Raid is not considered an effect. Or is an effect, but it is not targeting the Magnamon. It is an effect affecting your Digimon, redirecting its attack at the Magnamon.
Just like redirecting with blockers. Everybody had so many issues when the old Magnamon came out and Black or Gray. I'm not making you attack my Digimon. The abilities are making you attack my Digimon. It's not, it's like redirection is just a blanket thing.
It's affecting your Digimon, not the opponent.
Yes.
So your opponent's immunities and effects that say this can't happen.
Yeah.
You're not affecting their Digimon. You're affecting yours. So we might see a Rising Greymon, depending on how rampant Magnamon goes.
Well,
Raid in general.
Well, once again, I think it's one of those things you'll just have to love War Greymon because you do have some rougher matchups. Did have a good run with him today. I did. But still, there's a lot of matchups you have a very hard time with because you can't remove a ton. Yep. Numemon, Commandramon, you really have to sacrifice some slots for Crimson Blaze and stuff like that. So
we know Numemon gets better. Commandramon gets its last few pieces. So this will kind of be a last hurrah for Digipolice. So it's either these new cards make it come back or the deck's just done for.
No, man. Justimon Sport.
Justimon Sport. Yeah, hey. Stay positive. What else? I know we're trying to close this out. Obviously, Terriermon gets better. We get the Rapidmon vaccine. Trying to see if anything on these wheels just inherently get better, other outside of Magnamon and Numemon, obviously. We get a lot of new faces. Mirage gets a little bit of support.
Well, we'll know more after the case tournament this coming weekend. I think we'll get to taste some of the newer decks. Plus, we could probably go into that a lot more on the next episode.
Yep. And not necessarily Alphamon pieces, but we get a new Doru line starts in this set. We don't get the last of it until 17. But we do get a new keyword. We do get a new keyword. Oh, shoot. I'm stupid. Collision. We get a new keyword in Collision with the Doru stuff. So.
Hit me, baby. Hit me, baby, one more time.
Yep. But yeah, it was a fun event. I wish I would have practiced more and put more effort into it. But in the end, it was an experience worth having. I loved meeting everybody. I was the reason I didn't put a lot of effort into playing before the event is I kind of hit a bit of burnout and just was not enjoying the game at all.
Gasp.
I had stopped going to locals, and just in general just was not following the meta, was not talking about the game.
You stopped going to play Digimon at locals.
I was at locals every Sunday, yes. But yeah, I just wasn't playing the game, man. I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
Playing Yu-Gi-Oh, were you?
I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
Traitor!
I was losing at Yu-Gi-Oh too, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, but no, I don't know. I'm back. I think. I hope.
He's back, baby.
Yeah, I love it. I had fun, had a blast. Forward to the next one. Probably won't be anytime soon, but
no. I mean,
definitely excited to do this again.
For those of you going to Gen Con, that'll be the next big. Yeah, for those of you going to Gen Con, it's the next big thing. So
if he's listening, sorry. Yeah, no. I'm back.
I also found the soundboard in Riverside.
He did. I apologize. I would say I apologize in advance, but he's already. Yeah.
I found it, ladies and gentlemen. I found it.
Yeah, see, the thing with Riverside versus Discord was Discord also had soundboards, but it did not get recorded. Yeah, Greg
I can
not record the soundboard.
Oh, when we end this podcast, boys, I'm adding some files, jumping in the Discord, seeing what files we're going to get added to this, and oh, baby.
Oh dear.
But yeah.
Yeah, guess, sorry it was just the two of us tonight. I'm glad to be back. Thank you all for listening. I think Drew's going to add some of what he wanted to talk about tonight stuff. Unfortunately, Chris couldn't be here.
Work.
Yeah, we all still work. Sucks,
Man, full-time content creation, here I come.
Right? Hashtag like Patreon, GoFundMe. I don't know. What do we have? Do we have any of that?
Yes, we do.
Can we get that?
We do have a Patreon, Cataclysmic Gamers. Go hit it up.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, I think we're all ready to try to step the content game up. So, if you can, you can. If you can't, you can't. I mean, we live in the real world too. We know how it is. So,
but that's it for us. Shout out to Prismatic Defender. We're going to be doing. We're getting some sleeves in from them, orange and black. We'll be doing a giveaway for those. Also, if we met you at regionals and we gave you a business card, or one of your friends have a business card, and you signed up for the newsletter, we're not going to spam you. We're not going to slaughter your inbox. Just going to tell you, hey, new podcast dropped. Be on the lookout because we are going to do a random drawing for a giveaway of a box of BT9. So be on the lookout for that. Drew will have more information in the coming weeks. Pretty sure on his TikTok and things like that. Also, don't break the bank to bling out your jank. Go to prismaticdefender.com and use SecCheck15 at discount to get you some beautiful holographic matte sleeves. If you need a play mat, use our friend Wholehearted at wholehearted.com to get you a wonderfully designed playmat. You can work with him. You can directly email him through the website if you would like to come up with a custom playmat design. If you can't find one of his plethora of playmats he has on there that you don't enjoy, which I'm sure you will, you can come up with your own, and he'll work out. You can
be like me, and you can find 5.
Yeah, yeah, I've got 4. The Armor one, the Gamamon one, the War Gray over, Melga. It's just too many to count.
But if he drops that one, he was showing us.
Buying it instantly.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
dropping the $50 for that cool flock pattern, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
But we do have a discount code with him. It is SecCheck for, I think, 10% off. So, yeah, SecCheck at discount.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we also are sponsored by, my mind went blank. We also have a discount code there. The Why did my mind go blank?
We are terrible at this. I know
See,
where you're
guys, we
going with
don't
this.
thrive on sponsors, but we love using their stuff, and we love giving y'all discounts.
Maki's currently blanking, but it's BCW Supplies. Use code CBMimic for 10% off. And we also have a TCG Player affiliate link down in the description. If you click on that and buy cards, we get a kickback just to support the podcast and what we're doing here. So thank you guys.
What is it? We use all their stuff, their tackle boxes to hold our cards and everything. Drew's got like 5 of them. Man, we shouldn't
Oh
be
my
left in
God.
charge.
No, dude, I've been away for so long, and then to come back, it's like, oh, hey, yeah, we have sponsors. I forget we have sponsors. This is why Drew's in charge.
Yeah, it's like, Mikey, don't you own the company? Yeah, that's about it. That's about all I do. All right, guys, but I think that's it. Any closing thoughts, Jordan?
No. I mean, same as always, man. Thank you for listening. I'm glad to be back, revitalized in the game. I still suck. Terrible. Yeah, thank you for listening to bad players talk about a bad game that they're not good at.
Hey, listen, we gave a disclaimer at the front of every episode. We warn people. We're like, hey, look, you can listen to us and have a great time. But
Right? I mean, to me, at the end of the day, it's the community.
Yep.
Being there in person, meeting people, build a good community, stay a good community. A lot of other hobbies in the card game or board game or any kind of, there can be a lot of toxicity, and I'm not saying Digimon's immune to that. Thank you, Facebook, for anonymous posting, but we only get better together.
yeah, we be better together.
We only get better together. So,
You want to drop your DCGO tag?
sure, it's Haggy.
Okay. Well, I know we can do custom matches, so if you guys want to hop in the Discord, I'm going to get a channel posted up for that. So you can find a match on DCGO or Drazzle if you still want to use that. It's gotten way better, by the way.
It has.
Yeah.
I'm actually, if I can get time between now and Sunday, I'm looking for some BT16 matches. So if somebody wants to drop in, and I'm off work and don't have anything going on, I would like to scrim some BT16.
So yeah, hop in the Discord.
Yeah.
Shoot us some invites. We play some games.
But that's it for me. Stay positive. Take care of yourself. And I'm going to steal this from probably 100 YouTubers. Stay hydrated. I'm really bad at that. I think you all fussed at me this weekend for not drinking water ever.
Did you? You drank tea the whole time.
I drank energy drinks and tea. Yeah, caffeine.
I drank energy drinks. I mean, I shotgunned a scalding hot one.
No, that thing had to be terrible.
It was disgusting.
It was
so gross.
Oh no! Right at the end.
Oh my God!
Nope.
Tiny joins us.
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry, guys.
Oh no, you're fine.
I got wrapped up at work, and I forgot that you were starting.
You're fine. We just we tried to close up. We both like to talk, so
yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that you're going a little long from the start time.
We did have a brief intermission.
I had to run and get my daughter, and then yeah.
So there was a good window there of just nothing. So
okay.
Tiny, everyone.
Hello. Thank you.
And for anybody seeing the 2 massive bottles of IPA, isopropyl alcohol in the background, it's for 3D printing.
So what were the topics of conversations?
We just kind of reviewed a few decks from regional tops, talked about our experience, and just banter.
Well, TLDR. Practice.
We brought that up.
That thing we didn't do. Practice.
We did not practice.
So, y'all want me to send us off then? If you're,
you're
perfect timing. Perfect timing.
Just in time to do the thing we've come to know you for.
All right. Well, I apologize for being so late, but this has been another episode of the Security Check Digimon TCG podcast. We appreciate you listening. Be safe. Be well. We'll catch you next time.